Hello, I'm Lissy Tomkew. I'm an image and style consultant in New York, and I'm here today to start with a series that will help you improve your image, your style, in a way that your objectives, your lifestyle, your career, your personal, and even romantic goals will be boosted by simple techniques that you can apply yourself by just learning the theory behind it. So we're not going to be discussing new trends or brands or the fashion color. No. What we're going to be discussing is how you can actually put all of those tools into practice to boost your personal communication through what you wear, be that your accessories, your clothing, your hair, right? So you will be learning how to use that to maximize your potential. And to that, let me explain a little bit of how image consulting actually works. Because many people hear people say that image consulting is fantastic. They have had a style consultant, sometimes a closet consultant, but we don't know what that actually means. So let's pretend that we are talking about language, right? So we know that when we look at this, we know this is letter N, right? This is easy. We don't have to think about it. It's a no-brainer. However, if we just do this, that's no longer letter N and now it's letter U. So communication is perception of, in this case, codes, right? This is a code for us to know what letter this is, and it will become a word. The same happens here. So this could be letter I, the capital I, right? Or it might just be the lowercase for letter L. How do we know that if it's a single letter? We don't. We need more. So we need to have another letter next to it so we understand what syllable that is creating and what word it will come out of that. Or even this. This is what? You might say it's a cross. You might say it's an X. You might say it's the symbol for times, right? Well, again, this will only make sense once we have other symbols next to it. So what happens in image consulting is we translate symbols that are actually things you wear on your body into communication, into language. You tell people who you are, you tell people what you want from life through what you wear, right? So when we think of someone, sometimes we hear people say, oh, she's very straight to the point, right? What does that mean? It means she's serious. It means maybe that she's diligent. It means she's very professional. Sometimes we might think she might even be blunt because she's too straight to the point. The key word here is straight. When we think of something straight, we think of a direct line, okay? So when we wear things that are straight, that are solid, that are not curved, what we are doing is we are communicating straight. We are communicating that we are direct. We are communicating professionalism. However, when we add the word, for instance, oh, she's a very soft person. So let's think of the word soft. What does it mean? In clothing, you can wear soft fabric, right? Sometimes you can wear a soft line that is not as curved. It might be curved, but not too. It can be a soft curve, right? That will tell people that you are approachable because you're soft. It's something people want around them. And that's natural. We don't have to explain that to people. When we hear the word soft, when we hear the word direct, straight, what comes to our mind is all of the meanings of those words that will be connected to the personality of that person. When we then wear things that have those characteristics, what we are doing is we are adding that to who we are physically and making it easier for people to understand what we're here for, right? So if we naturally have straight line in our hair, for instance, that will give the perception of straightforwardness, right? Of being direct. And when we have curves or curls or waves in our hair, that will lead people to see us as softer, more approachable. That is natural. There is nothing that we study except when you become image consultants that you interpret that. But you will naturally see those things like that. And also, when we think of something that is, the content was very light. What do you understand by very light? It was not too complex, right? So maybe it was something basic. And then because it's light, it's not as deep, right? Therefore, we can translate that into wearing lighter fabric, lighter weight fabric, right? And then just the other way around, what we will do is when we want something to feel deep in terms of content, what do? Deep colors, right? So everything is connected. If you just pay attention to the words as you think of descriptions and you apply those words into the way you dress, what you will do is you will be translating your goals that are already here, because some people need to be more direct. Some people need to be softer. So depending on your need, depending on your goal, you will make choices. So it's informed choices, right? And this is what image consulting does for you. It's as if when you write something that is very important, you always ask someone to read that for you, to proofread, right? Because you want a professional to say, yes, this is accurate, this is good, go ahead and do it. Or when you are reading something that is very complex, you might need the use of a dictionary sometimes, or you might have to read it again and again and sometimes discuss with someone. So an image consultant adds this extra thought to the way you show you in your personal appearance. But don't think that image consultants only care about what you dress, about accessories and clothing. No. There will be image consultants who will only focus on that. Others, like me for instance, I focus on clothing, on accessories, on helping you dress the way you want to communicate your values, your purpose, your objectives. But also, I help in communicating when people have trouble with that. Like choosing the right words when you're writing. I teach Brazilian people to speak English. So I help them communicate what they want in their businesses or in their personal lives in an accurate way, but also in a friendly or professional way. So that's another service an image consultant can offer. And you might need that in combination or isolated. Also, image consultants work on behavior and on digital presence, which is something I love. How you show yourself online through images, through text, to posting. If you want to have an image that people understand as someone who is updated, or if you want an image of someone who's very traditional, who's family oriented, those things you can do through the pictures you share, through the articles you discuss, through your positioning in the social media, right? In social media. So image consulting is way broader than some people might think, and it's much more useful and important than many would ever consider. Then what I have to say to you today is think about your needs, right? Think about your words and learn to translate that into effective communication, right? You can do it. I know you can do it. So count on me. If you want to know more, just ask your questions down here. I'll be around. If I'm not around soon, just say, hey, Lissy, I got a question. I will email the answer, PM, whatever. Let's talk, okay? I'm here for you. Have a nice day.